Hey guys, it's Athena from AmbiGaming. Welcome to our inaugural Let's Play. I'm so excited to play through the Mass Effect trilogy with you guys. First of all, because it's a great series, and second of all, this is sort of in celebration of the upcoming release of Mass Effect Andromeda. Excuse me, still getting over a bit of a cold, so I apologize if I clear my throat every once in a while. But Andromeda is being released soon, but before all of that happens, we have a lot of adventure to get through with Commander Shepard. So, let's get started way back at the beginning of Mass Effect 1. Love this music, it brings back memories. Alright. So we will be starting a new career, and, I guess since we're a, senior officer in the Alliance Navy, we're not really starting a new career, it's more like we're maybe coming back from shore leave or something like that.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
Perfect, so let's connect.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Okay, so let's enter our ID. Let's play as female Shepard. And
please log in to access your profile.
I didn't really think about this. I'm gonna customize her look a little bit, so we'll change her name too. Let's see. I don't want to name her Athena. That seems awfully, awfully, what did I do? There we go. Awfully arrogant. So let's call her Rhea. That's a good, strong name. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Hope there's someone named Rhea watching and they just got very excited that Shepard's going to be playing with her name. Looks good. Rhea. Enter, please. Thank you. Alright, so pull up all my N7 records, computer. Perfect. What?
Warning, data corruption
What?
detected.
No! No.
Please reconstruct profile.
You know, it's somewhat comforting, I guess, to know that even in the future, after we have mastered intragalactic space travel, there are still computer glitches. So let's reconstruct our profile. Think.
Confirm pre-service history.
So this is actually a cool thing that BioWare did, because Commander Shepard, like I said, is a senior officer in the Navy, so all of her records should be on file, but then, we don't have the customization, so in order to keep the immersion factor going, and allow you to build this already established, I guess, character, they worked in that computer glitch, which I thought was pretty cool. So anyway, let's reconstruct our profile, starting with our pre-service history. So there are 3 different options here for Shepard's history prior to joining the Alliance. Spacer is basically you're part of a military family. Both of her parents were in the Alliance. Her father passed away, but her mom is still in the Alliance. She comes up briefly once in the game, so it's not like they're super involved in her life if you pick this option. But anyway, Shepard joins the Alliance at 18 because she's just following in her family's footsteps. If you're keeping track of Paragon and Renegade morality points, that's obviously the Paragon option. Colonist is sort of middle of the road in regards to morality, but Shepard grew up on a human colony on Mindwar. When she was, I guess, an early teenage, 16, slavers came in, they killed her family, they killed all of her friends, and she was rescued by an Alliance patrol that was happening by, and then she joined up a couple years later when she was old enough. And Earthborn is, sort of the rough and tumble backstory where Shepard was an orphan. She grew up on the streets of Earth in one of the cities. She was, part of gangs, partook in crimes, and joined the Alliance at 18 to get out of that situation. That does grant you some renegade points if you're keeping track of that type of thing. I actually really do like this backstory. I'm going to try not to metagame too much while playing this game, but I have a general idea of how I want Shepard's character arc to go. So we're going to start with Earthborn.
Confirm psychological profile.
Get ourselves some renegade points for that, but that's alright. And then your psychological profile deals with basically your history in the Alliance. Sole Survivor, again, if you're keeping track of Paragon and Renegade points, gets you some points in both categories. Basically, Shepard was a survivor. She was on a mission that went really poorly. All of her platoon died, and I like the phrase there, she overcame physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. It's like, that's, like, I don't want to think about what she had to overcome to survive. So that, that's just, she was a survivor. War Hero is the goody two-shoes option. She went in with a mission, for a mission with her platoon, and she overcame the enemy and saved her squad and saved the day and got some medals for it and gets you some Paragon points. And then Ruthless is the Shepard that just goes in and gets stuff done no matter what the cost is, no matter how high the stakes are. She just goes in there and just steamrollers the problem, which obviously gets you some Renegade points. At this point, I think Commander Shepard will be a sole survivor, especially coming from her history of Earthborn. I think she's used to surviving in extreme situations, and this just kind of reinforced that for her. I'm not quite ready for her to be a war hero just yet. So we're gonna go. I've actually never picked that one. It just seems so. I don't know. It just seems so a little too steamrollery for my play style, but one of these days I'll have to go back and do that. So let's pick Sole Survivor.
Confirm military specialization.
Alright, so we can pick our class. Soldier is obviously your warrior. Engineer is more of a rogue. You have light armor, light weaponry, rely on tech skills. Adept, you have biotic powers, which is space magic, so you're a space mage. Infiltrator is your ranger option. You also do have some tech powers, although not as much as the engineer. I generally don't play as either of these, so I tend to get them confused. I think Vanguard is like a battle mage, and then Sentinel is sort of a combination of an adept and an engineer. But we will be playing as an infiltrator. I do like me some ranged weaponry, so we'll go with that.
Confirm facial identification.
I said we were going to change the appearance, didn't I? So let's make a couple little tweaks. The default Shepard actually does look a little better as time goes on. But for now, we'll just change a couple little things. I tend to start with hair. I find that if I get the hair the way that I like, then I can, make the face match. One time I got the, ooh, that's striking. I went through all the the facial features and got everything looking really nice. I like that red. We're gonna go with that red. Excuse me. Got the face looking the way that I wanted it to, and then I changed the hair, and it just looked awful, and I was so upset because it's been so long. That's interesting. So long trying to get looks like Sherry Lewis if we do that. So long trying to get the face to look right. I feel like she would tie her hair back. That seems very military. I wish I could turn her. No, she could turn around just a little bit more. I feel like I always play characters with a ponytail, so... that seems... it's good enough for government work, right? Is this the... no, that's that. The eyebrows are fine, let's just get the color to be the same. Cool. I like the little scar with the eyebrow, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's very striking looking. I always mess up the eye shape when I do that, so let's find color. It's got blue and other blue, that's what we had. Oh, that's nice. Is that purple? Darker blue. That kind of matches her hair, doesn't it? I kinda like that blue. Where is that? Oops. That one. That one looks good. What do you think, Shep? I think that looks good. I think I can stare at that for 30 to 40 hours. Oh, just for fun. Let's see. I'm not gonna find anything I like as much as that default. Huh. Well, that's not too bad. I like that nose a little better, though. Alright. Looks good. Sounds good to me. Alright. Good. Perfect. Let's do it. Let's play this game. Oops. Let's go down to finalize, and then takes to hit accept.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Looks good to me. Let's go. Once you confirm your character is complete, you will be unable to change any settings. Good. Confirm.
Identification confirmed.
Perfect. I'm going to leave it on normal so I can talk and play at the same time. I'm actually going to turn the subtitles off. I tend to not use them. I'm playing on a tube television, so I really can't read them anyway. But if someone watching wants me to turn the subtitles back on, I will. Good. Perfect. Let's go. There it is. There is what the whole series is named after. It's so interesting that it's named after a piece of tech, you know? Because you have, the mass relays with their mass effect fields. We'll learn all about those later. But, there it is, the crux of the whole story. Cutscene.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
That's right.
I'll make the call.
I'll let you guys read this, because I can't read it fast enough on the television. Just looking at the computer, I like that the civilizations of the galaxy call it. There we go.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1,500K.
1,500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Okay, so got our first dialogue choice. Now, Shepard is not in charge of the ship right now. She is the executive officer. But I don't think she's quite ready to just agree with what her pilot says. But I also don't think she would quite be as insistent as this response is. So I think she's gonna, go with the middle ground and just be like, it's fine. Like, if something else was going on, I'd know.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so what are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Yep, I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Alright, so we can't quite talk to these guys yet. But let's make our way down to talk to...
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Well, let's make a pit stop and talk to Navigator Presley.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
I am, but you seem to have been arguing with someone.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
Well, this is the second person that said something like that to her, so I think she'll ask a little more about it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
I don't think she would ask about the stealth systems on her own ship, or on the ship that she is the executive officer for. Suffice it to say, they're very advanced. The Normandy is the first of her class in regards to ships, so, it was made for stealth runs, and this was supposed to be just a test run for the stealth drives. You specified a Turian Spectre. Let's talk about that.
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Well, I mean, it's understandable, but that was a long time ago.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Well, what are your thoughts on the captain? I mean, the captain's in charge of this mission.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, man. but I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
I think that's it, yeah. Well, I think now that 2 of the crew have said that they have got a bad feeling about this, I think Shepard will at least bring it up when she goes to meet Captain Anderson.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Oh, so loud. Okay. Do.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
So let's talk to Corporal Jenkins and Dr. Chakwas.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Ooh. I think she's going to agree with the doctor.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Can we... Well, okay, I think she would know what the Spectres are. The Spectres, just so you guys know, the Spectres are, they're an elite force that answer only to the Citadel Council, and they maintain law and order throughout the galaxy by any means necessary, basically. And Nihilus is one of them, so let's talk about Nihilus some more, because I think Shepard might be a little interested in this guy now.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
I have to say, I do like how they keep looping the conversation back so you could answer with one of these and have it still make sense. But I think we're going to ask Corporal Jenkins about Eden Prime, since he's from there.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Well, I mean, it seems odd at first blush that a Nexo would ask a subordinate why he thinks they'd be going someplace, especially, since Shepard doesn't seem to have all the details, but I think at this point she's probably just going to be polling the crew to see, what they think, especially after Navigator Presley mentioned that everyone was on edge about it, on edge about the mission.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Back here. I think right now she would just be like, look at it like another mission. Just, do your job and everything will be fine.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
I like that Dr. Chakwas coughs when he says that. I think she's going to see that he's pretty anxious, so I think she is just going to tell him to be careful. Not so much don't play the hero, because I think that wasn't exactly what he was was getting at. Maybe... No, I think she's going to tell him to just be careful.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
I'm not gonna my shot. Okay. That's it.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
And one of the cool things about some of the dialogue that you might not know, and you might know, is that the different dialogue options sometimes have the exact same responses to them. Like, all three of those responses, like the be careful, you'll do fine, don't play a hero, the corporal responds the exact same way. It's just a matter of, you know, your tone of voice. So before we go in and talk to the captain, I think we're going to stop the video there. I'm looking at my timer. So thank you so much for coming along on this inaugural video from AmbiGaming. If you liked what you saw, please hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming adventure. Until next time, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.